ran out to play their 70th match in 15 seasons of travelling into Europe. Their opponents, the hard men of Borussia Mönchengladbach. And United knew before the kick-off that if they were to beat the Germans, their final opponents would almost certainly be the Swedes from Gothenburg, who had earlier beaten Swarovski Tirol 4-1 in the first leg of the other semi. After Barcelona, United fear no one, but goals tonight were vital. The commentator, Archie McPherson.
And there is the Dundee United side, and I'm delighted to say that Eamon Bannon, who didn't play against Barcelona in the second leg, he was in fact in the commentary position beside me, is there, and there is no more experienced player in the side than Bannon, and surely the Germans will remember that marvellous goal he scored against them. Borussia Mönchengladbach. A lot of changes there, in fact, from the side which played at Ibrox, with Herlofsen, Hochstadter and Dresen in the side. And very significantly, the famous Uwe Rahn is absent, and I think they will certainly miss him. And right in the middle there, dwarfed by Dresen, is the referee for tonight, Marcel van Langehoven, 43-year-old grocer, who has in fact refereed Dundee United twice already in Europe. Well, what an absolutely abysmal day it's been in Dundee. Look at the ball sticking there, for example, immediately in the centre circle. The rain has been lashing down. It's perhaps not just as bad as it was earlier on. Leaden skies, heavy on the wings as well, but a glorious pitch for United. They like playing on this surface. Well, indeed, they like playing on any surface because, on reflection, this is their 75th European tie, and they've only lost 5 at Tannadice. Many teams in Europe can boast that record. Germans immediately on the offensive. A team renowned for their counter-attacking. Leisurely pace there of Borussia, number 6, who put it back originally. And good to see United challenging. They must not allow the Germans to settle, and that was a very late challenge by Hochstadter. 23-year-old, he's one of the less experienced players in this team, which in general tonight is much less experienced than he would ideally have liked to field. Clark with it. Towering up. Didn't seem enough height in there. Look at the Germans towering. There's Redford. The touch is down in Ferguson. Redford! And that was a distinct chance. You're going to see a very wobbly German defence indeed. Seemed to be glued to the sticky pitch, and there was Redford finishing it off. Trifle unfortunate. But that is the pace that United want to build up to from time to time. Now and again we're seeing Herlofsen buzz through from the right. Well, Billy Thompson not getting any distance there. There was nobody behind David Neary. He looked very vulnerable indeed, and this is the man I was talking about, Herlofsen. Clark needed to get that one, and away by McInally. Germans stroking the ball about confidently. Bacalors. Up comes Dresen. Gets the 1-2, and that's a free kick. Very well worked by the Germans, no question about that. Men are slipping from deep up to the edge of the penalty area, and getting return balls to them, which are exposing United. And of course, all German sides are very good technically from the dead ball position. Bruns is there, measuring it up. Captain, the middle of the three, there he is, getting his shot in, and I think offside. Certainly the linesman had his flag up, and the referee looked very quickly across. There it was, flicked to the side. Now there was a deflection, but I suspect he was offside as the ball was shot forward by Bruns in the first place. Clark, he was lucky to get away with that. United have not settled down to this match yet. A superb play by Kreens. Kreens busting through, he scored 12 goals from last season, and that's almost knocked in. Hans-Jörg Kreens showing the Germans at the very best. He scored a couple in that recent rout by Werder Bremen. And can you wonder why? He's got pace and control and determination. And United relieved to see that go off Hegarty's shins. Thompson had committed himself. Committed now, and he's made a blunder, and that's off the line again. Second save there by Paul Hegarty, and that is akin to one of the saves I saw make in Werder Bremen when he was running full pelt into his net. Touchdown there, and there he was again, right in the spot. That's good defending. And really, United have got to take a grip of themselves. They're looking very fragile in defence at the moment. These are good corners. Thompson just getting there. Intense pressure by the Germans. Well, Jim McLean have made a special point of telling me that the Germans are brilliant at crossing balls from the flanks, and particularly corner kicks. We've already seen that. Just a question of saying, can United hold out during this spell? That's Paul Sturrock back. Now, when you get Paul Sturrock back defending 3 yards from goal and conceding a corner with his head, you know, times are troubled for United. Bannon back. Pressure is still on though. Offside, and it's relieved. And I would say we had 4 minutes of constant German pressure. Bannon. McAnally. Leading the tackles very well. Well, United may have got over the worst. Clark did that beautifully. I don't think he saw McAnally, sensed he was going to be there, putting a bit too much work in the ball, one or two of these United players. Sturrock was trying to work a little dodge on the wing, and Ferguson find it a tough night tonight, Ferguson. A beautiful play by Borussia. Rigged there by Bakalos. That's a beautifully judged tackle there by Neri. Really, Neri put him off. And the counter-attack. Bannon. Neri has come forward. There is Redford. And Neri made something like a 60-yard run there. There he is. Really exposed the German defence for the first time in a match. Bruns goes for the 1-2. A little bit obvious. Tired looking pass there by Bannon. There he is again. Not helping his side with passing like that. And I think the supporters are getting annoyed with him and Bannon, but in fact the Germans are pressurising him, not giving him time to settle. And after what he did against them the last time, can you blame them? This is David Neri. He's caught out, and that was a very late tackle there. Dresen, now what will the referee do about this? I think there might be a booking, and deservedly so. Dresen, and that means that he does not play in the return leg because he's already got a booking to his name, and that was quite brutal. Holt is up there, and Ferguson. No margin for error as Camps went for that. And now United are beginning to challenge light with light. He must not allow this side to intimidate them. Clark. Well, Bannon's having a nightmare at the moment. Very tight and congested in midfield. Redford doing some excellent work in the air now. This is all about pace. The goalkeeper has decided to come. He's tried the long one. Who's in goal? Three defenders, Hegarty, Neri and Malpas, and Billy Thompson posted absent, but full marks to him. He really knew that Hegarty was being outstripped. He had to get in there. Here's Redford. That's a better one, and Clark was going forward. Now McAnally, right off balance. Holt. Bannon on the run on the right. Here's McAnally trying his pace. Straight to Bannon though. Oh, he's much too quick for that. Not enough elevation. And now Vinkold on the dangerous break. Kreens on the outside. He really turns very well. Kreens. No, too strong. And Holt will have to take this throw in very quickly with only 2 minutes remaining in the first half. And when required, they've pushed players forward very quickly, massed in defence. unnecessary, and that is the way to get into trouble. Losing the ball to the Germans there. Free kick to Borussia. We're in the final minute of the first half. He curls it in, and Bruns was up for it. Vannon. That was meant for Redford. Now Sturrock. Ferguson. Oh, he's being caught far too often. Malpas running under bother, and he cannot link up. McAnally, that was dangerous. Ferguson, better ball. McAnally. That's better play. And a poor ball at the end of the day. And there goes the half-time whistle. And I think the Germans, going off for the half-time bratwurst or whatever they have at half-time, will be sitting there confidently looking forward to the second half, because they have played exactly as even the manager Jim McLean predicted. Very tight, very organised and professional in defence, and they get players forward at pace and look very dangerous when they make the breaks. United, well, look slightly disjointed at times. The defence held up in and no more at times, and I really do believe they've got to transform themselves in the second half if they have any chance of getting through with a lead for the second leg. And right at the start of the second half, Jim McLean has intimated to the Germans that he really is going to attack with Kevin Gallagher, number 14, the man who scored a goal in the first couple of minutes against Barcelona, now on with John Clark off. John, who started in defence and then went forward, and who scored that marvellous goal in the Camp Nou, the Nou Camp, is off, and on comes young Kevin Gallagher. And obviously, I think the manager will have tried to instill a little confidence in this team. I think basically a nervy performance by significant United players tonight. That's a better ball, and Gallagher almost getting his first touch. Now the Germans were absolutely brilliant at closing down United. There was no breathing space for any of them in midfield. Impressive performance by the Germans in the first half. Strong, organised and fast. It's not a bad basis to build an efficient team. Here's Gallagher. Germans simply look so powerful in comparison to United. Redford, Sturrock. He held back on it, and no wonder with Bruns coming across. The German captain, more determined look about this United side, and particularly Paul Sturrock there. Oh, there's a touch. Needed more in it though. Ian Ferguson. Oh, superb play by Sturrock. He suddenly turns away from his markers. I needed a more positive touch than that. Nearly. Now Gallagher. Well, he's going to find out about close marking and some savage tackling in this match. Not bothered him that time. Just kept in. Free kick. Well, I did say he was going to find out about one or two things, mostly physical. That's lesson number one. The number 4 of Jim McInally. Redford got a very good left foot. Bannon, an even better one. That's a chip, and there's a brilliant save. And that's it! No! I think offside. Yes. United so very close to breaking the deadlock. Brilliant play by Bannon. Chipping it in. And rattled in. No goal, offside. Still, it's shaken the Germans. Bannon, neat little dab across. That was Ferguson finding the net. United haven't lost a goal this season in Europe at home. Been part of their strategy to make sure they're tight and secure in defence here at Tannadice before anything else is done. David Neri got through the bog. Now Bannon. Off the head of Dressen. Kevin Gallagher. Much too high, much too impetuous. He's really got to calm down, this youngster. I know it's a big trial for him. Nice touch by McInally. United needing something special from this man. Corner kick. Significantly, Eamon Bannon going into the penalty area himself this time. And Paul Sturrock will take the kick. It's well meant by Sturrock, he's onside. Bruns is with him. Sturrock is round his marker! Great run by Sturrock. And we saw how he did that against Barcelona in both games. Look at the way he wriggles free. That was most unfortunate. Still in there and whipped away eventually. McInally. Almost set up and under. No challenge. Eddie. United pushing Paul Hegarty up front almost constantly now. Bannon. That's a better ball. And just touched away another corner. And they're getting defenders in a very, very close net. Right in the middle there. They don't seem to care if they get the head or the knee or the foot, just pushing it behind. Oh, the goalkeeper almost making a mistake. Not too good on these cross balls. There he is now. Well, I think he went straight through there. Now watch this clash. Through he went, and the knees went straight into the chest of Hegarty. A better performance by United all round. They've harried the Germans, not allowed them to settle, and this is a dangerous break as Hochstadter goes through. Brilliantly saved by Thompson from Kreens. And United's record still intact. Beautifully played through. Kreens did get the touch first. Thompson was well down at it. Gallagher hesitating slightly, and well left by Thompson. Now look at that. As you liked about that, there should be a society for the prevention of cruelty to professional footballers. Midway through the second half, and still no signs of United breaking this defence. John Holt. Gallagher. Oh, he's been brushed aside. Gallagher fought better for that one. There's Drayson. Up front sector, Drayson. Beautiful ball forward, there's no offside. Creans, can he get in? No foul. Oh. Well, I think some people would have given a foul for that, a penalty no less. United just surviving. Brilliant break by the Germans, and have always threatened to do exactly that. Really brilliant break by the Germans all through there. There was so much space, and he looked to be hampered, but he kept going on, and the referee waved play on eventually. Oh, that's never going to get through from that distance. Redford, better play by Redford, yes. Now he needs a 1-2. Ferguson, there's a shot, and look how far the goalkeeper was out, narrowing that, but that was beautifully set up there by Ian Redford. I think he deserved a return pass for that. Might have scored with it, but Ferguson hesitated. Lehnen. Now taken away by McAnally. Oh no, it was almost going through, you could see it. Yes, it was a clever move by United, but equally good defensive work by Bruns. Control the ball well, don't they? In these tight situations. Look at that, Bruns. Touch of class. Now Vinko. He might even let fly himself, and he does. Look at that, they were bunched away down, deep left defensively, and all of a sudden Bruns breaking it up, releasing Vinko in that shot. This was the end of what I thought was a superb move by the Germans, all the way from defence. Vinkold certainly made ground. Here's Bannon. Cuts it back. Gallagher with a chance. Oh, he should have put that away, though. I mean, he did get a glimpse of the net. That's a corner, and it's over. And what an ending there. I really think Gallagher should have given United the lead. Across it came. Watch it breaking down to the youngster. I was slightly off balance. He did as well as he could. McAnally trying to chip it over the mud. There's McAnally. Snurrock puts it in. There's a great chance for Ferguson. He's done it. No, he's offside. The second disallowed goal. And just out of sight of us, at that moment, the linesman put through it was. might have been slightly unfortunate. Not quite sure where he would have been when the pass was made. Stewart went there, and remember, he had to make a run to get onto that ball. Bannon's away wide. There he is. He's only going to take Winkel on, and has this time. That's a better looking ball, and Redford is there, and Gallagher can't make touch, and yet again they've survived, the Germans. Malpas. Stanek is onside. Now he needs a good chip. There's Gallagher, and the crowded defence feels for a penalty as Holt followed through on that. Yes, Holt, you've come to take this. And we've about 15 seconds of ordinary time left. Paul Sturrock gets the corner kick. It may be United's last chance. I'm not sure if there will be much injury time. Up the old Kong. There's a great shot off the post. Oh dear. Tragedy. How cruel can it get for a side? Missing a chance like this, a superb shot. He can really hit a ball, Redford. But into injury time, United ought to have gone in the lead there. Desperately unlucky, however. Really got to push it forward now. There's Malpas. Sturrock. Oh, McAnally. Great run by McAnally. It's out wide now. Kevin Gallagher goes up for it. John Holt is up. Hooked away now. Gallagher. It's an up and under. Goalkeeper's committed. And the Germans survive. Good defensive work. And the pressure is still on. We're now 30 seconds into injury time. Now, can he do it? Tremendous pressure by United. Playing now with great courage. The Germans trying to cool it down. And they may have come through this. On the back it goes. And I think the ball had gone over in any case, and the referee is looking at his watch, ominously for United. They've really got to push it in now. Here's Bannon, and there goes the final whistle. The Germans clearly elated. They got off the hook. I have to say about them, though, that in the first half they were quite splendid in the way they controlled the game. But I feel heartfelt sorry for United, who threw absolutely everything into it. They gave of their very best in that last 20 minutes. They threw everything at the German defence. And when you get a ball cannoning off the post like Redford shot there, then you just have to say that the fates are conspiring against you, and not just a well-organised German defence. And I would imagine that it's going to be very, very difficult indeed for United to reach the final yet. Although, having said that, how many times have many people, even myself, written this marvellous club off, and they've come and proved us wrong.
Yes, United in many ways very unlucky tonight. Those 2 goals chalked off. The second of them, I thought, particularly controversially, and Ian Redford's marvellous shot near the end hitting the post. But United maintain that proud record of not having conceded a goal at home this season in the UEFA Cup, and that could yet be significant. I'm by no means writing them off, as I'm sure you aren't either. Nothing each, though, United clearly with a great deal to do in that second leg. And now, of course, they have to pick themselves up for the Scottish Cup semi-finals coming up on Saturday. They go down to Tynecastle.